Welcome back to another one. In this video, we're going to be talking about prepping for prescribed burns. Now, it's getting about that time of the year to where we need to start burning. So the two main points we're going to be hitting is creating fire breaks, but also clearing debris away from trees that we want to keep. But without further ado, let's just get to the burn site and get after it. As you can see, my dad's creating a fire break. A fire break is a 4 to 8 foot wide trail, and essentially all you're doing is just removing the fuel and creating a barrier for the fire. This allows you to section your property out into burn units. So instead of having to burn your whole property at once, you can just burn these small units and making it a lot more manageable. Now to do this, there's a few pieces of equipment you're going to need. Firstly, I recommend a backpack blower. It makes it a ton easier. And secondly, some sort of ear protection if you are using the backpack blower.
Hey guys, real quick, we wanted to just show you guys one of the important maintenance things you need to do before you start burning, which is clearing the roots away, the debris away from the bottom of your trees that you want to keep, especially your oak trees, because they can be scarred easily with the fire, and we don't want to kill our, I guess you could say, the best of our acorn producing trees. And even if it's young ones, because sometimes you may have an area like for example, where we are right now, there's only a few oaks in this spot. And this one here, even though it's a young one, it's surrounded by mostly pines right here, a few other young ones. But what we want to do is we want to keep this one alive because one, it's on a corner of where our sneak trail is and our access trail, where our travel corridor for our deer. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically just break the debris away from that base, especially where your roots are exposed like this, because you don't want to scar that up either, because that can cause part of your tree to die. And then of course, if you get part of the tree dead, it's just going to open it up for disease and other issues that can cause it to die. Alright folks, so this is after we cleared away all the debris at the base of the tree, just to show as an example. This tree is actually not one of the trees that we're trying to keep, but we just wanted to show you kind of what to do when you're trying to protect your hardwoods from getting burned or damaged during a fire. This one here is actually a good example to show you what does happen if you don't protect it, because about 3 years ago when we burned it, it did get scarred, and this is the result. It ended up damaging this side of the tree, which it looked like it already had some damage from the past, but the fire made it worse. And if you go up the tree and look, this whole side is starting to die. We got dead branches on this side of the tree where that damage took place. So this tree may or may not survive, but it's not one of our trees that we pick for keeping anyways. This is actually one of our bedding areas. We're not trying to promote acorn production in this area. We're more worried about it being thick for cover. In fact, it's mostly pine in here anyways. But again, when it comes to trying to protect the trees that you're keeping in your woods, you need to go through there before you start your fires and just find those trees, bring a yard rake, rake away, leaf blower, blow it away if you want to use a leaf blower, anything to get that debris away from the bottom so that that tree can be protected when you run your fires through there. And then I would say, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the mature trees, because sometimes you may have some younger oaks that you don't want them to die, and they're just in an area that you're limited on the amount of oaks that you have. You can do that even with the smaller ones too, because I'll tell you, the small trees are the ones, if you're going to keep, that are even more important as far as clearing that debris away, because they're going to be much easier to kill with the fire. These older ones, or the larger oaks, tend to have more of a fire tolerance, but again, they can still be killed, or like this tree, damaged. And if you're going to keep them, you don't want that at all. So
that ends the video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And with that being said, see you in the next video.